Hey guys, welcome back to another chapter review of One Piece chapter 1156. And I don't know how long Oda's gonna keep this flashback going. This flashback was initially supposed to tell a story about Loki, which was hijacked by the narrator to talk about Harold, which made sense, and then it was hijacked by the narrator again to talk about Zebek, which was hijacked now talking about Kuja and Roger. And I am here for it, alright? I want to keep learning more about Roger Pirates, everything, and I hope it reaches all the way to the climax of God's Valley. Not like last time where we cut off right before it. But if any time is a good time to tell it, it would be the lifespan of a giant who would have been there, has memory of it, and not would have been there, but has memory of the occurrence still, whereas other people wouldn't have known about it. And Harold would be able to at least know about it because he wasn't there, but maybe somebody tells, well, not somebody, Harold would be able to tell about it because he would have known the crewmates and would have, maybe he would have talked to Whitebeard, and then Whitebeard says everything that happens, and Harold is able to explain it to Loki, which full circles back to why Loki is probably able to tell the story. Now, let's jump into the chapter review. As always, guys, please leave me a like, comment, subscribe, ask me anything about the chapter or what you want me to talk about. But we start with the Kuja Pirates. We get into who the Empress at the time is, and we see it's Gloriosa, which is Old Lady Neon in the recent timeline. And you see that she is very funny, pretty. Every empress is very beautiful in general, and she gets fan letters, but there's a larger pile of fan letters that goes to Shaki. And I think everybody assumed that Shaki was an empress, which is confirmed in this chapter, and she ended up being the second princess, or the second empress that ended up running away due to her love sickness. And we get, I don't know why people are saying this. Well, not people are saying this. It's just really random. But Tritoma is here, and it's a young Tritoma, the one that becomes Empress before Boa Hancock. And some people are saying, oh, she looks just like Luffy. This is Luffy's mom. Oh my god, it's gotta be Luffy's mom. Luffy's mom died of love sickness not because of chasing Dragon or not being with Dragon. It was love sickness because she can't be with her child. Crazy theory, but might as well just add to it because people really enjoy coming up with speculation like that. But anyway, continuing with the chapter, and then we get introduced to Gold Roger. Gold Roger is calling out that they're gonna steal your first mate. They're gonna steal, what's it called? We're here for, what's it called? We're here for your first mate, Shaki. Not Shakyaku. And we see, sorry, my cat is distracting me. Tiggy, get down from there. Oh my goodness. Hey, stop playing with that. You know you're not supposed to be here. Sorry, guys. She is not supposed to be there, but she's playing with some flower yarn, and I'm gonna one take this, but she's playing with some flower yarn there that my fiance had bought. Don't want her to ruin it. So that was distracting the heck out of me while I was trying to concentrate there. But yeah, we have Shaki appear, and she is a badass. She is said to be more beautiful than Gloriosa at the time because of how many fan letters, fan mail she's getting. And she one-shots Gabon because he it's almost for a moment I thought Gloriosa had the devil fruit that Boa Hancock has, because they are like one-shotted. You know, they are just on the ground, not able to do anything because of how beautiful they are. But they're petrified of love, not of the devil fruit, which is an interesting take. And it's one shot to Gabon because he's like, oh my god, you're so beautiful. And he just falls over. Roger, surprisingly enough, is, and a lot of people, not a lot of people, I'm just going to say my take on it. I don't know how I feel about Roger being one-shotted by how beautiful Shaki is. Especially when Gloriosa is right there saying and profounding his love for for Roger, it kind of throws me off. I'm also wondering who the hell is Ace's mother then, because he's chasing after Shaki, but you get a chapter where you can tell Shaki's interest, right? Not a chapter, you get a panel here. But let's just go into that thought. Who is Roger's mother? Because now I was thinking, oh my God, it would be this mother. It would be her, because it would have to be somebody as strong, somebody really strong-willed, very strong, to be able to withhold the pregnancy way past 9 months, so they stop searching for a possible child of Gold Roger. But then it throws me off because he's not interested in Gloriosa at all, at least from this chapter. And Neon doesn't. I mean, Neon, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It just. But yeah, continuing with it, he is on the ground. He's not fighting her. I mean, I'm pretty sure Roger is very much stronger. He just wants to be. He wants to have her as not a first mate, but he wants to have her on the crew. And it doesn't seem like she's interested. No, she's not leaving. She later becomes the empress of the island, and she shoots over a glance at Rayleigh, and she because Rayleigh is the only one that reminds me here of Zoro. Zoro 100% would just be like neutral, and then she shoots over Rayleigh a wink, and it nearly one-shots the man. Okay, he doesn't even know how to react, which kind of says that that's her love sickness. She ended up getting that love sickness for Rayleigh and left the island, and Tritoma ended up being the empress shortly after, which was confirmed. And we have, I'm a little, I'm conflicted with this confrontation here, right? We have Garp approaching Roger, and Roger sees the Marines. He's like, oh, we gotta leave, we gotta bail. And then they're like, oh, it's Garp. Hold up, it's Garp? Oh, we're scrapping here. We're scrapping, boys. Ready, let's go. He's ready to scrap with Garp. It doesn't even matter who else it was he was gonna leave, except Sengoku, I believe. And he is ready to scrap with Garp. I don't know why, but it is hands on sight with each of these two guys. Like, Garp was getting a phone call from the commander, and he said, oh, Roger's going to the island. Oh, why didn't you say that sooner? I'm gonna scrap. Where's Roger? They are ready to fight each other any chance they get. It's awesome. I love their interactions. And they both come into contact. They both hit each other. It looks like they're using Conqueror's Hockey. Now, it looks like they're able to use Conqueror's Hockey and Fusion here, of course. But when they came, it looks like they're using Advanced Conquerors here. But I am slightly, I mean, Harold and Zebek didn't have a what's it called? A Yonko clash that split the clouds. And I guess it's fitting that Roger and Garp don't have a Yonko level clash here with Advanced Conquerors Hockey, but I was really hoping we would see one, just so we can say, hey, these two are serious, right? These two are a big deal right now, and they're Yonko level pretty much, because they're supposed to take on Zebek. They're supposed to take on somebody that is more menacing than the current Yonkos. So I'm not sure where they are in this part of their lives. I don't know if Roger I don't think is prime just yet. Neither is Garp, but they're gonna have the God Valley incident rather soon, I think, right? Was it 40 years ago? So they have 4 more years to reach their Yonko level status. But yeah, I was hoping to see a Yonko level clash from these two. Anyway, going on, we skip past all that. We go to Elbaf. Oh, actually, we see Gloriosa start her love sickness, and then she leaves, and we have Shaki end up being the Empress here. Cut from there, and we skip to Elbaf, where we have Loki being devious, trying to escape and leave on a ship, but he capsizes because he doesn't know how to sail. And he starts sinking. He gets saved. We have Ida saying that you are welcome here, you can stay with us. Like, Ida is such a good person. I hope she's still alive because she does not deserve anything bad happening to her. She deserves all the good things. But we do not see her in the current story as far as I know. As far as we know, really. And immediately Loki doesn't want to do it, but I feel like a little more push and give, Loki would have accepted being on that on with Ida in that like little tavern with maybe it would have gone better with Hydruden too, yeah. Which was random actually. And then we skip off that, we leave there and we go to the pirate island with Zebek, and we have people going in to try and join the crew, and they're very strong pirates, but they don't measure up remotely to his current crew's lineup right now. They blow out the holes into the skull, so now you have the Skull Island with the eyes, and Zebek is there saying what his plan is gonna be. We have Lin finally joins the crew. We have Pirate Captain John, which is a weird name. And we have Strusen, which I did not know. I think we saw Strusen on the ship in the panel, but it throws me off seeing Strusen there because I never took Strusen for being a strong enough person, but he's just, as the title card says, Lin's partner in crime. So I guess if you get Lin, you kind of get Strusen there at the same time too. And Whitebeard. I feel like Whitebeard is an interesting case in this crew. He is very strong. Is he as strong as Zebek? Is he just following through because he lost the duel? But he's very, very strong. Where does he switch up? Because that switch up, I feel, is going to be an interesting take. Because Kaido respects Whitebeard a lot. At least as far as I know, he was going to help, I think, Whitebeard. Or was he going to clash with Whitebeard? I can't tell. In Marineford. Does Whitebeard try and be loyal to Zebek all the way through in God Valley? Or does he turn with Garp and Roger and help them out? Because Whitebeard also has a good relationship with Roger all the way until Roger was captured. I feel like Whitebeard is loyal, you know? I feel like he is the one that would stay with Zebek all the way until the end. Until like it's done. Like, hey, we're losing. We lost. We can't win here. And they all disband pretty much. Except Zebek dies for the cause. His cause pretty much. We have Kaido joined, so a 15-year-old Kaido on the crew, and some dude named Pirate Barbell. He's a catfish fishman. Assume he's very strong. I'm assuming he's very strong, and he has fire-like hair? Interesting. And Kaido mentions to just bring down to just bring Herald by force. Herald is just use force, like everything we've been doing, and then Zebek just says no, smacks Kaido for that disrespectful sentence. And Zebek says, Herald is my pal. We don't say that around here. Which is such a hilarious take that Zebek has Herald. Okay, so like the Herald stocks, which inherently makes Loki stocks go up. Herald is a menace to the point that even like that Zebek has him to such a high degree is as outstanding. Like, he must be Yonko level as well, up there with Zebek. Like, you know, when Whitebeard and Odin clashed and he said, you're not my son, you're a brother. That's what I feel like Zebek is. I mean, Herald is to Zebek. Like, you are up there. You're second in command if you join my crew. You are that guy. You are that strong. My Herald stocks are soaring. Herald is a strong as hell dude. And I wish we would have had a Yonko level clash when it happened. That split the skies and definitely says this man is a Yonko level. Because Zebek killed an admiral, like almost off-screened an admiral to the level that I think he's Yonko by the time he killed that admiral. So to be able to clash with that dude and hold him even, at least at that moment, I feel like Harold would be Yonko level here. So I don't know, just like the stocks. And then this is making Loki stocks also go up, because how did Harold go down? What happened to Harold? It's just, it'll be answered. So we have a full panel of Zebek's whole crew here at the end. And I've been talking a long time. I see 15 minutes and a half already. Jeez, I talk way too much. I need to shorten these down. If you have any tips, or let me know if I should just keep it a little shorter, please let me know. I've been blabbering a lot on for this chapter, which I thought was going to be a really short video. But yeah, and we can see here by what Zebek says, he has 2 devil fruits in mind that he needs. And he says one of them is in Elbaf, and Harold needs to eat it so it can gain full functionality. What do you mean? Okay, so it could be the Jormungandr fruit. But apparently this devil fruit is a way for those iced giants to be able to reanimate and listen to Harold. I'm feeling like this is an Oda level fruit. Like, this isn't a Norse mythology fruit. This is Oda coming up with a new god, and that mythological god is going to be a god of One Piece. And that's what that devil fruit's going to be. Or it's a Jormungandr fruit, and Loki has the Jormungandr fruit because in Norse mythology, Jormungandr is Loki's daughter. It would just kind of work in that sense that Loki has a snake devil fruit. Not snake fruit level Jormungandr, something like that. And we have Zebek saying that the day of destiny is upon us. Like, work with me, stand with me on the day of destiny. So that's the day that everybody disbands. And it feels like a similar time when Blackbeard promised the level 6 impel down prisoners, come with me, and if this works, you stay on my crew. It's kind of like a deal. If we manage to do this, you stay on my plan. And they didn't end up working out on the Day of Destiny in God's Valley, and they all disbanded. Maybe they even saw he was already losing, and they just have 0 loyalty, so immediately just disbands as soon as it starts to go a little bit down. Kind of similar to the Impel 6 members. It really reflects how Blackbeard has built this crew. But other than that, that's all I wanted to say for the chapter review. Next chapter, I'm hoping we get God Valley. I'm hoping we don't skip over it this time. More flashback is great. I'm here for it. And I think that's it for me, guys. Please let me know what you think. Let me know if I can improve on something. But other than that, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one.